Okay. So, hi. Okay. So, hi. I'm Jamie. We're kind of painting with pets today. Where the other pets are, very sunshiny. So I wanted to paint in the shade of my river back here. Pets are very sunshiny. So I wanted to paint in the shade of my river back here. It's my dog. His name. And yeah, you can kind of see him now. He's going to sit with me literally the whole time because he will not leave my side, which is great. So, okay. I actually do live next to a road too, so I'm sorry if there's background road noise, but I'm hoping that this little microphone thingy helps so that you can hear me. If it doesn't, say something, because I'm new at this. All right, but we're going to paint. And today we're going to paint like a hot air balloon in a sky with like a little river and like some mountains. It's going to be really pretty. So today we have canvas, paper towel, a cup of water for rinsing, paper plate with some paint on it. That's our blue, white, black, red, yellow, couple of greens, and a little bit of brown. You don't need like a whole big stuff. And then we have 4 paintbrushes. Kind of, a big one, a medium one, a pointy one, and then a little one. That's it. That's all we need today. And the idea. And our idea is a hot air balloon. So, with a big brush that I did get wet, I'm going to go right into my blue paint. And we're going to start this baby. And I got an extra big canvas so y'all can see it really good. And we're just going to start painting. And this is going to be our sky. Okay. We're going to, and this is going to be our sky. Okay. We're going to add some pretty cloudy kind of stuff to our sky. Zoom. Oh, ah. All right. So now that we got a bunch of blue on here, I'm going to add some more blue to my brush. And then I'm going to add white right to the blue on my brush. So we have blue and white. And then we're going to, oh my God. No, it's fine. This is what we want. We want to lighten it up. Give it some cloudy, hazy prettiness in the background. We're actually going to add some more white. Yeah. So you can still see the blue of the sky, but now we got some like cloudy business going on too. We're going to add a little bit more sky color. I keep going off my corner here. Off my edge. Off my edge. All right. So that was blue. Now we're going to do some more white, lighten it up a little tiny. For anybody that wants to follow along at some point, you can pause this at any time and catch up. I know I tend to paint pretty fast, but I've been doing this for a while. So I do sip and swirl classes. And even at those, everybody's like, wow, you did that really fast. Wow, wait for us to catch up. Hold on, hold on. So I do tend to paint a little fast. But that's just how I am. All right. So this is our sky with some really pretty clouds. Sky, clouds. Good to go. We're going to rinse our brush now. You going to say hi to everybody? Oh, look right here. Look up right here. No, you don't want to. All right. You're chilling in the shade. I know. It's like 82 degrees where I live today. so it's a little warm. But being next to the river, I have a nice breeze off, like that cool air kind of comes up off the river, which is really nice. All right, so now I'm going to add the green at the bottom where my land is going to live. And we're going to add some mountains in a minute. Whoop. But we want some land. We need some land for our hot air balloon to be flying over. We're going to leave a little bit of area for... I'm so sorry. That was a really loud one. So, that was a loud vehicle. And I apologize for that. Hopefully y'all can still hear me. I mean, we're not doing anything crazy. Like, we're leaving room for a little river. Up here at the top is going to be skinnier, and then we're going to get a little wider towards the bottom. So we're just going to leave some room for it. So essentially, we have sky and land already. Look at us go. Look at us go. And as you can see, I did not use an easel. It's just one extra thing, and I feel really weird about having things like this and then going like this. It feels very posh to me, like a little too like uppity. I mean, if you're about it, have at it. If it makes you comfortable, I just feel more free to be able to move my canvas wherever I want. I see a bunch of people joining. Hello, everyone. Hi, I'm Jamie, and we're painting. We're going to paint a hot air balloon. And my dog is with us. He's down here chilling out next to us. Apparently today is the day for loud vehicles. I'm sorry. Hopefully the microphone helps. Hoping. Crisscross fingers. Alright, so now that our top has had a couple of minutes to kind of dry, let's cardio for a minute. Cardio for just a minute. And dry up some of this color. Alright, so my dog's name is Sawyer. He is an Akita. And I think Shepherd is in there a little bit too. He's not like a purebred Akita. And we got him at a rescue. And he's been with us for 8 or 9 years now. Mommy forgets how old you are. I think you're 8. So he's getting up there. But he's a good boy. He loves his mama. He's very protective. All right. Dry. Damp brush. Still with the big one. I think we're just going to go into the big one. Keep it there. And this is where we're going to add our mountains. We're going to add our mountains right on top of our land. Let me see. That's where my mountains are going to live. That is where my mountains are going to live. So we're going to bring some color. Blue, blue, baby. Now we're going to have a tree line back here. So this line where the grass and the mountain meet, it's not super important. I mean, you know, try to not super mess it up if you can, but it's not the biggest deal in the world. Besides, we can fix anything. It's just paint. All right. Now you want your mountains to have a little bit of like uneven. Don't make them flat. Mountains aren't flat. Trees grow, rocks, you know, have weird formations, and it's just yeah. Give a little oomph to it. All right. Just add a little motion. Move the brush around a little bit. And we're going to zoom this line across and paint the blue mountain. We have a blue mountain. This is a very backgroundy mountain. Come on, blue, stick. There we go. All right, I'm going to get it close for you. So now we have hazy-ish mountains in the background. We have a sky. We have some ground. It's just basic ground green. We haven't done anything really with it yet, but fill in some color. What do you think? I think it's coming along great already. Great already. All right, so we're actually going to use that same blue. And we're going to paint our river now. So we're going to give a little river feel. And our river's going to have a cool bend in it. And it's going to get definitely wider towards us. So it's going to be pretty skinny up here, and then we're going to get really wide. So now we have a river, kind of. We're going to make it look pretty, I promise. This is the water area, and I just want to give it a little lighter in the middle and a little darker towards the edge. I don't know if you can really see it. Kind of like we did with the sky. But we're just going to leave a little dark blue towards the edge. So now we have sky, ground, river, mountains. And it's only been like, what, 5 or 6 minutes? 15 maybe? I don't even know. I lose track of time. All right. Now I am going to rinse my brush. And I think we're ready for a different color. Well, maybe not. Let's not do that yet. I don't know. I can't decide. All right. We're going to do a different color. And we're going to use a different brush. So, sorry, I have like a bug or something in my eye. Hold on. There. Hello, everyone who has joined. Hi. We're painting. We're going to paint a hot air balloon in the sky with a cute little river. It's going to be good. Thank you for joining. We're having a good time. This is my dog. He's down here chilling by his mama. All right, we're going to get this pointy. It's kind of a long, pointy-ish kind of brush. We're going to get a little wet. And I'm going to go into that darker green, and I'm going to mix a little of the lighter green into it. Same brush, mix the colors, two together, and we're going to make a tree line right across this mountain right here. All right, and by doing this, and these are far away trees, we just need like little pointy-ish tops, like this. All right. I'll hold it closer in a second. We want some kind of little pointy-ish tops, varied, definitely varied. And then we're going to go across this part back here. Little tiny, because our river and our mountain don't really meet. Like the river is flowing, but there's a mountain there. All right. We're going to add them across this side. And my blue is starting to mix. All right, let's give it a little cardio for a second, because we had some blue line that didn't. Painting, exercise, river, chillaxing, all in one. Amazing. My life is so awesome. And I got a dog right here. And he's like in the breeze. I'm like literally fanning him right now. He's so pampered. My husband would totally agree. Your dog is so spoiled. Yep, he sure is. Right? Yeah. I call him Bean. All right, so this is how it came up with Bean. I know everybody's going to be like, why Bean? His name is Sawyer. Okay, so it went from Sawyer to soy sauce and soybean to then Bean. Because, you know, every dog needs a nickname, and his just kind of went from, like, you know, kind of went down. Like, and that's just how it is. Is what it is. And he loves it when I call him Bean. He doesn't even like his real name. All right. So I did kind of zhuzh my brush off a little bit because we had some blue in it. But we're going to go back into the two greens. And we're going to paint some more trees over here. Now that we got rid of some of that blue that was making a mess. All right. That is the back tree line. Back tree line. Now, I'm not going to rinse, but I am going to kind of wipe off some excess. Ooh, there's a bug on there. All right. And then we're going to go into just that dark green. And we're going to do another area of trees that are a little closer. little darker. You know, and they can be more like a shrub kind of looking thing. I don't really know. I'm just going to do like some fun green darkness of trees. Like this. And I brought out a little bit of black. I wasn't sure I was going to need the black, but I think I like the black mixed with some of this green to give these a little more oomph. There we go. Just gives it a little darker tone, sets this layer apart from the last layer. And then as we get closer, it's going to kind of come down a little bit. And it's going to be more trees on this side. More trees on that side. All right. We're going to do the same thing on the other side of our river. We're going to bring some darker green. Are you getting that bug? I know. The buggies are awful, huh? Cody, are you going to come join us? So I have another dog. His name is Kodiak. He's a German Shepherd. He's beautiful. And he is off camera, actually, right now. But watching what we're doing. Being like, Mom, what's going on over here? We're just painting. Hey, don't be tipping stuff over. Did you see that? He totally just jiggled all my stuff. If you tip this over, it's not going to be good. It's going to go on like Funny's Home Videos or some crap. Yeah. Really? Bless you. All right. So we're going to add a few more. Just because, why not? Because I can. This is where I want my tree, foresty, whatever thing to live. And that black is really coming through in this part right now. There we go. Let's dull that down a little bit. And we're just tapping. Like, I'm not being super delicate. I'm not being super careful, as you can see. And I'm getting, like, awesomeness. This is awesomeness right here. I know. Yeah, I know. It's okay. All right, so what we're going to do, we're going to give our river a little bit of like a shoreline kind of thing while we have this color in here. So we're going to literally draw a line with our brush where the water and the ground come together. And we're going to do that on both sides. Oh, I just stuck my finger in my paint. All right. Ah, we need more. We need a little bit more paint, Bean. There we go. Now you can see that made my river look like it's lower than my ground. That makes sense? Now my river is sitting down just that little bit from our ground. And you could totally add like rocks or anything, you know, more detail in there a little bit. I'm probably going to add a little bit more white to give it more ripply in a minute. But I think that river is actually pretty good right now. All right. I'm actually going to add, I want some more like little shrub things. I'm going to hold it right here. So we're just going to dab, 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 dab. And make like this funky little shrub right here. So I did add a little bit of the light green to the tiniest little bit of yellow. And we're going to just do some like highlighty. That's a little too much yellow. Let's mix that off a little bit. Let's try. Like it never even happened. Look, I didn't mess up. I didn't mess up. I fixed it. You wouldn't even know that it was there. Right? Right. And now we have like a little shrub. Now we have a little ground shrub. Isn't he cute? I think he needs to be chunkier on this side. Yeah, now he's chunkier on that side. Yeah, we're going to have another little guy over here. Because I can. Smushy, smushy the paint. All right, here we go. And he's just going to live right there. And I have not been like rinsing my brush. I still have like a little bit of black coming through right here. I still have some of that yellow in there. Put a little bit more yellow in there, actually. I kind of like what the yellow did on the other side. There we go. Little highlighty bug. All right, I'll hold that at the top. Look, now we have two little shrubs, a tree line, a river. Look at us go. And we've only been at it for like 20 minutes. 20 minutes. That's it. Now I am going to rinse my brush because I'm done with that color. I'm going to add some like yellowish, like lighter areas to my grass. So I'm going to go with this like smaller-ish brush. It's not very big, like less than a half an inch. I mean, it's not big at all. And I'm going to get some of the green that we used for the grass. Remember, this was our green grassy area. I'm just going to, where my brush strokes were, where it was a little light. So I'm just filling that part in a little bit. We're going to add some yellow to my brush. So now I have the light green and the yellow. And we're just going to add some yellow highlighty areas. There we go. To give our grass just like a little, like maybe there's some flowers growing there or something like low to the ground, and it's just giving it a little yellowy hint. Yeah, I like it. I like it. I like it. I like it. All right. So we're going to add some over here and bring that color down this way. And if you get a little crazy with your yellow, add some green to it. It will blend right in. I mean, we got pretty lucky with like not a lot of loud traffic. I'm actually kind of happy so far. There was a couple, I know, but it's not horrible. All right. So now we have some lighter yellowy areas in our grass. This gives it a little different definition. Hi, everyone that's joined. Hi. If you're giving me a gift, thank you very much. Thank you. I'm Jamie. This is my dog, Sawyer. I call him Bean. I had my other dog here with me, too, but I don't know where he went. Probably back in the house. All right, this is where we're at. We're going to do a balloon. We are going to do a balloon. I'm going to rinse my brush because this is the brush I want for painting my balloon. So, essentially a hot air balloon. We need to get the color out of the brush. I don't want a green. We're going to have a red hot air balloon. All right. So, essentially, like I started to say, a hot air balloon is like a teardrop shape. So we're going to kind of do that. And I find that a little easier to do when I tip the canvas upside down. And I want my hot air balloon to live up in here. Maybe a little bigger. I feel like a little bigger might be good. I mean, not a horrible size, I guess. Doo-doo-doo. All right. So now that we have the basic shape, I am going to actually turn it back the other way. The basic shape of a hot air balloon, we're getting there. We are getting there. Little fatter at the top. Little skinnier towards the bottom. Little fatter at the top. And a little skinnier at the bottom. There we go. I mean, he has a weird bump right there, so we're going to fix that. But other than that, he, she, you know, whatever this one wants to be in life. There we go. All right, and then at the base of a hot air balloon, that's where the air goes in. So that's kind of like a flattish across kind of a thing. That looks pretty good, actually. And at the end, we're going to add a little basket underneath it so that that's where the people ride. You know what I mean? Like it has to have a basket. Thank you for all the love. I see all these little hearts going up the screen. Hi, Marissa. Aha, your picture, I know. I've seen you. Oh, no, here goes my dog. Okay, so my dog has a thing with kayaks being on the top of cars. He really hates it. Hates it. And will bark at every single one that goes by my house. And right now, this time of year, tons go by my house. So that's why he's barking. And he left me. Oh, we got a little green in our river. That's all right. All right, I think our just work. Thank you. I was gonna say, I think our hot air balloon came out pretty good, and then I smudged it. So now I'm fixing it. Because there's no accidents that we can't fix. I don't think I want to. Well, yeah, it's asking me to co-host. I'm not into co-hosting yet. I don't know how to do that. Sorry. I don't mean to offend. I don't know how to do that. Okay, so while our paint is still kind of wet, we're gonna add a highlight, like the sun is shining on our hot air balloon. All right, so to do that, we're gonna add some white to the red that's already in our brush. We have not rinsed the pretty red out. You're gonna sit over there now. No, the people can't see you if you're over there. Can you come back over here for me for a minute? Can you come and see me? Are you being a poop? Come here. Oh, you're gonna be on that side? Okay. Yeah. Let's see, hi, Bean. Look at mommy. Can I have a kiss? Give me a kiss. Thank you. I love my dog. My dog loves me. I'm sorry. This is how it is. Hi, Marissa. Okay. We're going to add our highlights now. Oops. Yeah, now you're going to nudge me the whole time I'm trying to paint. Don't nudge the mama. I'm trying to show the people how to paint a highlight. Don't do it. So on the side, we're going to pretend like our sun shines over here. So on this side, we're going to start like at the edge of the hot air balloon. And we're going to paint some lighter and then kind of bring it in like this. Where the sun kind of wraps around, the light kind of wraps around. Where the sun kind of wraps around, the light kind of wraps around the balloon. And we're going to do another one in a minute to make that even stand out even more. But you can kind of see it right now. All right, I'm going to rinse my brush because I apparently have green paint on my thumb and I touched it right there. I'm going to fix it because I can, and it never happened, and nobody's going to know but you because you were watching. So it's really warm. I'm sweating. Let's take off the sunglasses. Whew. Now the bugs are going in my face. All right. Sometimes, because this is water-based acrylic paint, sometimes if you make a oopsie and you catch it, you can just add regular water, clear water to your brush and kind of wash it off. I didn't really catch it in time. So we're just going to whoosh like it's supposed to be there. And now you can't see it. I can't see it. You can't see it. Nobody can see it. And while we have this color in our brush, I'm going to add a bunch of white to it. And we're going to do some more like wishy-washies in the middle down here. I know I use all these like technical terms. Wishy-washy. I have all kinds of fun stuff like that. people are like, really, is that how is that really what the word is? And I'm like, yes, yes. Blendy streaky. Blendy streaky is something else that I say all the time, because when you add a bunch of colors to your brush and you're blending, sometimes there's fun little color streaks that come out, and that's blendy streaky. I love that. I absolutely love that. All right. So far, so good. I think we're doing amazing. All right. Still have the white in my brush. We're going to go back into the red a little tiniest bit. We want more white than anything in this brush this time. And we're going to add another shorter sun highlight on this part of the hot air balloon, and then bring the color in. Now we have the sun definitely shining. Definitely shining. We just need a basket. Yeah, I think it's pretty good. Touch-ups. Little tiny touch-ups. All right. I like it. All right, all right, all right, all right. Stop touching it. I know, I tell people that all the time. I teach sip and twirl classes. I don't know if I mentioned that yet. But the more you mess with it, the worse it gets. Leave it alone. Let it dry. And then fix it. Okay? So, while we say that, let's breezy. Oh, you want some air bean? Here, Mommy will do it on this side. Wow. He has the cutest little brown spot, like on the top of his back right there. It's the cutest little birthmark. When he was little, it was more shaped like a heart. Now it's kind of like a teardrop. But it's so precious. Is that nice? I know. I know. Thank you, everyone who has joined me. I'm loving all the attention. All right. Dude, look at us go. Look at us go. And this took like no time at all. Half an hour. And all we're going to do now is add a basket. With our little tiny brush, we're going to get it wet. Go into the brown. Let's make sure that there's no weird stragglies. Sometimes brushes have like a weird bristle that irritates me. And we're going to do a little basket. Because there's got to be people in here somewhere doing all of this, right? So the balloon isn't just up there on its own. And this is just 2 little lines down and a brown little basket. Look at it. Sky with clouds, mountains, tree line, shrubs, grass, river, half an hour, and it's beautiful. And we did a great job. Yeah, I know. I'm so proud of myself. All right, so next, all I got to do now is sign it. That's all I'm going to do. This is totally done. Totally done. Oh, we could add some birds to the sky. Oh my God, oh my God, oh my God. That like just came into my head. We could totally add birds. If you wanted to add birds, we'll just do like those fun little V birds. Boop, boop. And this brush is unfortunately one of those brushes that has like a stray hair, which is very irritating to me. Birds. Birds in the sky. All right. And I usually just sign my initials down in the corner. Kind of like that. Kind of like that. We did it. And we're good to go. And my dog had a good time just chilling with us by the river. And that's our painting. What do you think? I think it's pretty great. All right. So for anybody who hasn't watched my other videos, there are 2 other videos that are on TikTok, and I have put them on YouTube because I'm a big smart girl and I figured it out. So be sure to watch those, and you can see some of my other pets, which are chickens and goats and rabbits and ducks, and I got a whole farm going on here, even though I live right in town. So be sure to check those out, and I will see you next time. Thanks for hanging out with me. Have a good day. I don't know how to turn it off, apparently.